Hello, Flosstube. It is Chrys, Eeyore Rose Stitches from Instagram, and surprise! I'm finally doing it. I'm having my own Flosstube. Why not? Everyone else is doing it. I'm going to join the party, and we're going to have a great time together. I have been a cross stitcher for over 40 years. I started when I was 7 years old. I'm now 50 and it is my true passion. I also quilt, as you can see behind me. I have done paper crafting. I worked in the industry many moons ago, but because I made my hobby a job, I got burnt out. So hopefully with this Flosstube, even though I've spent the last few hours trying to figure out what to do, how to do this video for you, and I'm already going to be making mistakes, but that's okay because it's number 1, and by the time I get to 100, possibly, it'll be perfect. So just a few things about me. I am married. I've been married to my husband for 25 years. He is the love of my life. We just celebrated our anniversary in April. We have 2 amazing sons. James is 23 and has graduated recently from San Jose State University with his civil engineering. And our youngest is Andrew, who is 21, and he is currently in college doing auto mechanics. We are both very proud of them and are looking forward to seeing what they do in their future. I have many years of crafting between quilting, scrapbooking, cross stitch. I also was a cake decorator for a very long time while I put myself through college and afterwards. I am currently a substitute teacher. I love the flexibility of it. I teach kindergarten through 5th grade. I enjoy it so much. I do some long terms, and this year I decided hopefully no long terms unless I get asked by a special person. Anyways, that is just a little back history of me. Now I will get into what I want this channel to be. So, if you follow me on Facebook or on Instagram, I am definitely a cross stitcher. I love sharing what I'm working on. I love to inspire you to follow along with me, stitch the same things, follow my gardening channel. I'm slipping up again, but I do have a gardening channel as well. So on my YouTube, I do plan on doing a few garden tours here and there, maybe once a month. I don't want to heavily overload it on this channel, as well as my videos for cross stitch. I can only see myself currently maybe uploading once to twice a month. Because of my teaching schedule, I don't have that much extra time to put into this now job for cross stitching, and I still want to be able to have all the time to stitch. We are currently in my sewing room. I have converted my family room into my sewing room. I will give a tour at some point in the future. So I would just like to share a few old things just to kind of see where, I haven't shared it on Instagram or on social media, but I will share my very first quilt that I made when I was 12 years old. I did not put batting in it. Generally you put a batting in the quilt, but because I made this actually for my dollhouse that my grandfather had made for me when I was 3 years old, here is the little quilt that I made when I was 12. I just took some scraps from my grandmother's quilting room and hand stitched it all together, and I mean, it's cute, it's little, and I still have it, which is kind of fun. I'll have to stand up here and show you this cross stitch piece. I am still being teased by my husband that I only have 4 of the seasonal queens done by Marabella. This one is Spring Queen. I'm trying to get in here without too much glare, but anyways, Spring Queen was done in 2002, and I have winter and spring done, and that's it. I had started summer about, I don't know, many years ago, and I keep getting teased that it's not finished. So if you all can encourage me to get my summer queen done by next summer, that would be awesome. Okay, so I have some recent finishes that I've been doing, and I have been sharing them on Facebook, on the Facebook different groups, cross stitch groups, and also on my Instagram. I will share with you sometimes some little backstory or things of why I changed things. The first one is Salem Sisters Stitchery. This one was done by, designed by Primrose Cottage Stitches. I stitched it on 32 count caramel macchiato, and made by Fabric on a Whim, and it was stitched 1 thread over 2 because it was a little tight and I liked the look of it. I did change the purple in there. I added purple, and I also changed up at the top, up there, the Smyrna stitches. I added one of 3 colors of the yellow, gold, purple, and the orange. So that is my first recent finish. My second one is Booze and Stitches, also by Primrose Cottage. I love this one. This one brings me so much joy. So I'm a purple girl when it comes to Halloween. I know Christy, my friend Java Girl Stitches, loves pink. I do the purple, and I decided to start adding some teal to it. It doesn't show up as well on video, but this one is stitched on 32 count gray mauve Lugana, and the extra colors that I've added in there is classic marmalade, tropical paradise, and pickled beets, all by Classic Colorworks. Sorry about that. So that is that piece. My next one I just finished. I actually started this a couple years ago up in Washington at my sister's house. And this is October 1st by Barbara Anna Designs. I loved it because of that black kitty right there. Now, I did not change any colors in this. This one is stitched on 36 count Buttermilk by Fiber on a Whim. I love how it came out. I plan on framing this one and lacing it myself. My next one, so this is fun. Christy, Java Girl Stitches, my friend here. So anyway, she and I decided to do a little witch together last year. Now, she's hopefully going to start finishing it this year, but I did finish my Whimsy Witch. It's actually, I think, Whimsy Witch and the Angry House, but I decided I did not want the Angry House on my piece. I have named the witch Samantha, and her cat is Salem. I did change her dress colors. I changed them to Classic Colorworks Mint Julep and Pickled Beets. I seem to have a thing for the pickled beets there. And I again used 32 count gray mauve. I actually have ordered more of that gray mauve because it seems to work so well with my purple Halloween that I want to do. Okay, so currently what I am working on, let me get this. So I am currently working on Patchwork Scarecrow by Lori Holt. He is super cute. I have not named him yet. I have a thing with naming some of my characters. I have not come up with a name with him yet, so if you have any ideas, any at all, just go ahead and post it below. I think he is adorable. He is being stitched on 28 count cappuccino. I am a coffee girl, so I am all for a cappuccino or a latte or any Starbucks at all. I am a Starbucks girl through and through. My next current WIP that I am hopefully today going to catch up completely through August. I decided this year for 2025 to do a temperature chart. I have seen so many of you making temperature charts and they're so awesome. And I was like, I don't know. Do I want to do one? Do I want to do one? But 2025 was an awesome year. And, we still have September, October, November, December to go through. But so far, 2025 has been awesome for me and my family. 2025 meant my husband and I celebrated 25 years married. Both of us turned 50 at the end of May. I need to remember when my birthday is. Our son graduated from college. Our other son turned 21. It's just been a really big year. We went on our first cruise this year. I mean, there's been so many big things for 2025. So I'm only doing this one time, and one time only, a temperature chart. So far, this is what I have done. I love how this is turning out. I chose this one in particular because of the birdhouses. In my garden, I love the birds. I watch the birds with my cats. I have lots of cats. You'll find that more about that later on. And I chose this one because of the birds. This was done on 36 count vintage country mocha, and I saw another Flosstuber. I cannot remember who it was. It was quite a long time ago. Late last year, but late last year or early this year, showing this pattern, and I immediately went to go find the Facebook group. I believe the designer is French. I believe her first name is Delphine, and her group is, I'll just have to show you on my tablet here. It is this, and you will be able to find the temperature chart in her Facebook group there. Now, if my oldest son was here, he speaks French, he would be able to say this all for me, but he's not. They decided to go golfing, and they have no clue. No one knows that I am doing this, so it will be a big surprise for not only all of you, but for my family here too. Okay, so the next thing I have on my list to share with you, all right, let me take a quick drink of water, is what is on my radar. The first thing that is on my radar, I've been stalking Brenda Gervais' website forever. and I finally found it. Someone messaged me on Facebook in a group and said, hey, she's relisted it. So immediately I went over and picked it up, and I need to get it done today. Well, not today, but I need to get it done before the holidays. So this one is Lollies, Crows, and Candy Corn. And it is absolutely adorable. I love whimsical. I'm more of a Disney friendly Halloween girl. I don't do tons of the other type of Halloween. If you ever came over to my home, you saw my outdoor decor, it would be very Disney-fied. I am a very whimsical decorator when it comes to things like that. So that's on my radar. I am going to hopefully kit it later today, so it will be ready to stitch very soon. The other thing that is on my radar, so my friends Anna and Christy. Anna used to live here in Tracy, where I live. I've been here for quite a while now. Anna used to be part of my sewing group. We stitch on Tuesday nights, every single Tuesday night, unless something happens. And when I found out that Anna was local through one of Christy's Flosstubes a few years ago, I immediately messaged Anna and I said, girlfriend, you need to come over here and stitch with us. So she's been part of our group until she moved. Now, of course, she's still part of our text thread and all that stuff, and we chat here and there. I finally get to see her again and give her a big old hug at Stitch West coming up in October. I will be there with my best friend Cheryl. Last year I went, and my friend Linda came. This time she couldn't go, so I am bringing my best friend Cheryl. So anyways, Anna and Christy are doing a stitch along about witches. Which witch will you stitch? I love that. I think it's so much fun. So I will tell you what is on my list to do. Now, I have a long list. Sometimes I make way too many decisions and like to have a lot on my list, and I end up getting to one or two, but I'm gonna try. Now, a lot of these are smalls, so some of these I could just whip out, in an afternoon, or on a Friday evening or something. And football season's coming up and I become a football widow. Yeah, go Niners. So anyways, here is what I am hoping to do for the Which Will You Stitch Sal. The first one that I desperately need to do this, because my best friend and my sister have both already done theirs, is Show and Tell at the Witch's Retreat. And this is by, oh my goodness, I can't even read that. Oh, anyways, so it's this one. I'll try to put it in the show notes, but if you could tell what that says right there. So they decided we were supposed to all stitch it last year together, and I foobarred and got sidetracked because I squirrel a lot, and I did not get mine done. So this is going to get done. There are three of us three witches. We do a girls' retreat every single summer, the three of us at my sister's house in Washington, and this represents each of us. So that is a must. The next on my list is The Good Witch by Teresa Cugat. This one I started with my friend Linda at Stitch West last year in October. I am stitching it on 28 count Shale Lugana by PTP hand dyed fabric, and so far all I have gotten done is him. So I need to get back to getting this done because my friend had already finished hers. I don't like being behind. So I'm gonna get these projects done. The next on my radar list for this witch stitch along is Woodland Stitch by Brenda G. Is actually how I say it because I like shorten people's names. Anyways, so Brenda Gervais did this Woodland Stitch, witch stitch, and I'd like to get her done. I love those mushrooms, and I think that'd be perfect near my garden area by one of my big windows where you could see my garden. I think that would be perfect. Another one is Ding Dong. Ding Dong, the witch is dead. Here we go, by Homespun Elegance. You know what's coming out this summer, or this fall, right? Summer, this fall. The next Wicked movie. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. So naturally, I will make her face green. So that is on my list. The next few, I'm actually going to show you on my tablet because they're actually digital. So I am going to show you the pictures of what I as well want to do. And a lot of them are small. So just remember, I do stitch fast. Just in case you didn't know that. I stitch very fast. That's the 40 plus years of stitching. The first one is Witch Stitch by Croquet a Gogo. And I know I butchered that name. So there's that one. I like to stitch that one. That will probably be done in my purple colors with the teal. The next one is by Not Forgotten Farm. I really want to stitch Witch Hazel. And I'll probably change a few colors there too. The next two are by The Real Housewives. The first one is If the Shoe Fits. And then the next one is Witch's Brew Coffee Company. Now, straight up Starbucks coffee girl. Love my coffee. 2 cups every single morning. More later if I want it. I have a coffee bar. And I love decorating my coffee bar. And I need some coffee Halloween decorations. So that is definitely on my list to do. The last one that is on my radar to do for this stitch along is Candy Corn Witch by Emily Call. She is adorable. And again, I will probably make sure there is some teal and purple in her. So that is on my radar to do. Now, before I finish up, I would like to share with you that I am going to follow up this witch stitch along with a Black Kitty stitch along in October. I know I'm brand new to the Flosstube world, but I'm not brand new to Instagram and Facebook. So, I have 8 cats. I am a kitty lover. I save cats. Several of our cats have very sad start stories. One was even found on the freeway when he was 4 or 5 weeks old on Halloween Day, and a fellow teacher found him and I rescued him. His name is Stitch, and he acts like Stitch. We have, out of 8 cats, we have 4 black cats. We have had a total of 6 black cats since we've got married. We love our black kitties. We think they are the best. So, in going forward for October, if I can put my thoughts together, I think that in October we need to stitch black kitties. And I have seen so many fun black kitty patterns coming out. I already have like a list of things that I need to go and buy. So I will eventually share what I plan on stitching. It's just a little too much right now for my first video. I don't want to make this super long. So just be prepared. Start pulling out your Black Cats cross stitch patterns, and we're going to start stitching them in October. And my hashtag is going to be perfected boos and hisses Sal. And I hope you join me. It's going to be a lot of fun, and with those witches comes their kitties, and I think it's going to be a wonderful time to stitch for our Halloween season with our witches and our kitties, and then Christmas right afterwards, which is my absolute favorite holiday. So anyways, again, thank you so much for watching. I did it. I kept telling everyone who's ever asked me, nope, I'm never going to do this. I'm never going to do this. And I just had that light bulb just go, well, why not? Just, just do it and see what happens. So if I get like my best friend and sister subscribing and that's it, then that's what it is. It's okay. Please like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram. I love sharing what I do. I love inspiring others and to join this wonderful world of needle arts, whether it's quilting or cross stitch. I appreciate you being here with me. Just have a great day, and thank you so much. All right, bye-bye.